Did you know that a woman's sexual desire can fluctuate by as much as 30% depending on where she is in her menstrual cycle? This natural shift is driven by hormonal changes, which can influence everything from mood to attraction and even confidence levels. But biology is just one part of the equation. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of women's sexual psychology, unraveling the complex mix of biology, emotions, and social influences that shape their behavior. Whether you're a man or a woman, understanding these facts can help you build better, more connected relationships. 1. Biological and psychological drives in women's sexual behavior. All right, let's start by looking at the biological and psychological drives behind women's sexual behavior. Many people assume that men are driven purely by biological urges, while women are more emotional when it comes to sex. But in reality, biology plays a significant role for women too. Hormones like estrogen and testosterone have a big impact on sexual desire, and they fluctuate throughout a woman's life. Women experience shifts in sexual interest depending on where they are in their menstrual cycle. During ovulation, when fertility is at its peak, many women notice a natural increase in sexual desire. It's not just about procreation. These hormonal changes affect energy levels, mood, and how attractive a woman feels, all of which play into her sexual behavior. But here's the thing. While hormones can trigger desire, it's not the whole picture. Psychological factors are just as important, if not more so, when it comes to women's sexual behavior. A woman might feel more or less sexual depending on her mental state, her emotional connection with her partner, or even how secure she feels in herself. 2. Emotional connection and sexual desire in women. Now, here's a big one: emotional connection. For many women, sex is closely tied to emotional intimacy. This is one of the biggest differences between men and women when it comes to sex. While men might compartmentalize sex from emotions more easily, women often need to feel emotionally connected to desire sexual intimacy. That's not to say that women can't enjoy casual sex, but emotional connection is a key driver for many. When a woman feels understood, cared for, and safe with her partner, it opens the door for deeper sexual experiences. Emotional connection helps create a sense of trust and vulnerability, which in turn fuels sexual desire. In fact, studies show that relationship satisfaction directly impacts a woman's sexual interest. So, if you want to build a strong sexual relationship, focus on building emotional intimacy. Communicate, listen, and create a safe space for vulnerability. It's about connection first, and desire follows. 3. Social and cultural influences on women's sexuality. Let's talk about another key aspect: social and cultural influences. Society plays a huge role in shaping how women view sex and sexuality. From a young age, girls are often taught that their sexuality should be more reserved, modest, and controlled compared to boys, who are often encouraged to explore their desires more freely. This can lead to internalized beliefs that affect how a woman views herself in a sexual context. Many women struggle with guilt or shame around their sexual desires because of societal pressures. On the flip side, modern movements have started encouraging women to embrace their sexuality more openly, giving them the freedom to explore what they really want without judgment. It's crucial to recognize how these social constructs shape women's behavior and self-perception. Encouraging open, non-judgmental conversations about sex can help break down these barriers, allowing women to feel more empowered in their sexuality. 4. Differences in sexual desire between women and men. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: the differences in sexual desire between men and women. You've probably heard that men have a higher sex drive than women, right? Well, it's more complicated than that. While it's true that men might express their desire more frequently, women's sexual desire is far more nuanced. For women, sexual desire is often more responsive rather than spontaneous. This means that while a man might feel desire out of the blue, a woman's desire may be sparked by a loving touch, a deep conversation, or even just the right mood. It's a slower build-up, but it doesn't mean women are less sexual. They just respond to different cues. The key takeaway here is that understanding these differences can help you navigate relationships with more patience and empathy. Instead of thinking, "Why doesn't she want sex as much as I do?" recognize that she might just need a different kind of stimulation, emotional, intellectual, or physical, to ignite that same desire. 5. The role of self-image and confidence in women's sexual behavior. Another major factor is self-image and confidence. How a woman feels about her body has a huge impact on her sexual behavior. Women who struggle with body image issues may feel less confident in initiating or engaging in sex, even if they desire it. This can lead to feelings of insecurity and hesitation, which can affect the quality of their sexual relationships. On the other hand, when a woman feels good about her body, it boosts her sexual confidence. She's more likely to express her desires and feel comfortable in intimate situations. And it's not just about physical appearance, it's about feeling valued, respected, and confident in one's skin. If you're in a relationship, it's so important to help your partner feel valued for who she is. Compliment her, appreciate her body, and reinforce her confidence. Creating an environment where she feels loved and accepted can do wonders for her self-esteem and, in turn, her sexual satisfaction. 6. Sexual communication and preferences. Let's move on to sexual communication and preferences. Many couples struggle with discussing their sexual needs and desires openly, and this is particularly true for women. Women are often socialized to be more passive about their desires, leading to misunderstandings in the bedroom. But clear communication is the foundation of a healthy sexual relationship. Women may not always feel comfortable initiating these conversations, so it's crucial to create a space where she feels safe to express her desires without judgment. Ask questions, listen carefully, and encourage openness. You'll find that when both partners are on the same page about their preferences, the quality of intimacy improves dramatically. 7. Psychological impact of sex on women. Finally, let's talk about the psychological impact of sex on women. Sex is more than just a physical act. It has deep emotional and psychological effects, especially for women. After sex, women release oxytocin, often referred to as the bonding hormone, which increases feelings of closeness and attachment to their partner. For women, this emotional bond can make sex a much more intense and meaningful experience. That's why casual sex can sometimes leave women feeling emotionally unfulfilled if there isn't that deeper connection. Understanding this can help you be more mindful of your partner's emotional needs before, during, and after sex. Conclusion. So, what have we learned today? Women's sexual behavior is influenced by a complex mix of biology, emotions, and societal factors. From hormonal changes to the need for emotional connection, from social influences to differences in sexual desire, understanding these psychological factors can help us become more empathetic, more understanding, and more connected in our relationships. By focusing on emotional intimacy, building trust, and having open communication, we can create deeper, more satisfying relationships that benefit both partners. And remember, sex is not just about physical pleasure. It's about connection, vulnerability, and mutual respect. When we approach it with empathy and understanding, we enrich not only our sex lives, but also our emotional bonds. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Let's continue to learn, grow, and build healthier relationships together.